let's begin with activating yeast. So I'll add a teaspoon of sugar and 1 teaspoon of yeast. Mix it well. I'll cover it and leave it until yeast will activate. When it start bubbling, probably 10-15 minutes, and then we will move to the next step. Let's begin with creaming butter and sugar together. I got 250 grams of butter and 50 grams of sugar. And we will add 3 eggs, but one at a time, and we'll continue creaming it. Okay, and now we change the whisk into the hook for kneading, and we got the yeast already activated. Have a look, it's really nice. And we got about 700 grams of flour, so I'll add some flour. And I added a pinch of salt into the flour, mix it together. And also this is sifted flour. You have to sift your flour to air it because it sits in bags for quite a long time. Yeah, and we'll add that one slowly. Now, I didn't need to add all the 700 grams of flour because it depending on the type of flour. Have a look. I'm touching it. See, it's not, I'm in my hand, and also it's, look, not touching the bowl anymore. It's ready. Doesn't matter what the recipe says. Just use your own judgment when you're making dough. Okay. I will transfer it into a cleaner bowl. Look how beautiful. Just make it a little bit neat. And what I would do, I will cover it nicely and let it rise for a couple of hours. And then we will knead it again. So here we have, it's been resting for an hour and a half. It's risen nicely. Oh yes. Give it a quick knead. I'll spread it just like they do with the puff pastry, and then fold it like a purse. And again, and then place it in a plastic bag. And we will refrigerate it overnight. Yeah, and we will assemble it tomorrow. So thanks for watching for today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Don't go away. Bye. Welcome back. It's following morning, and it's a very chilly morning today. So this is the dough I left in the fridge overnight. I took it out first thing in the morning, so it will become soft so I can work with it. Let's dust our work surface with some flour. You're gonna roll it into a rectangular shape. Dust your rolling pin as well. It's really risen nicely and it looks beautiful. Look at that soft. Just that. Okay, this is the desired shape we want. And now remember the crème pâtissière we made the other day. You can make it a day in advance. We will spread it on top. We will leave maybe a centimeter there. That's for folding so it won't come out. Sultanas, the one we soaked as well. You can soak them for a couple of hours, but I soaked them overnight as well, so they'll be nice and juicy. And we will roll it now. We'll roll it into a log. It's a little bit fiddly, but believe me, the results are delicious. Especially now with the lockdown. And I will never buy anything from outside made or go to a restaurant, because you don't know who's infected, with the people preparing the food, if they are infected, and then they will spread it. So it will be homemade stuff for a while, even though I started running out of ideas. But okay, so secure it nicely. I just got some custard on my hands, so always have a paper towel handy with you. I don't like to use tea towels like chefs do. This one, you throw it, dispose it, no contamination. Okay, voila. Now we will cut it. I think this is a good thickness. I don't want it too thin, and gently, don't press and flatten it. Like that. And we try to just make it as round as possible, like that. We will cut all of it Then we place it on an oven tray, and I'll cover them with a tea towel, and we'll let it proof again for about 45 minutes. During that period of time, I will be preheating oven 180 degrees, and by the time this is already doubled in size, oven is ready. Don't go away. I'll see you soon.